So let's do a quick overview of the budgeting activity in Technology One. Essentially, the forecasting and the budgeting processes that ACU have been doing previously in Excel is now changing over to an electronic format housed in Technology One's See Anywhere platform. We have functionality in the system to allow us to capture our budgets and do reporting on our budgets and then post our budgets into the ledgers for financial interrogation. The budgeting system is housed in See Anywhere, which I have open at the moment, and it's located under ACMI. Basically, under that you have the budgeting function. In this active tile, we have a couple of different views. So we have the budgets due this week, budgets due later, and all budget packs. Now, the way Technology One's configured is roughly the following. If I pull up this diagram, you basically have a budget model which sits in the background, which defines ledgers and variables and worksheets of data like payroll and the rules related to how that worksheet data rolls up into the budget packs. From there, we then generate out budget packs. Budget packs are what we provide to the end user. Those budget packs could be at faculty or department or at a project level. It depends on how many budget packs you need to see. And we provide access to the budgeting and forecasting through those budget packs. There's additional data required for those budget packs, which sits in a worksheet. And worksheets are things like payroll data and sessional data and other data that rolls up into a budget. And you'll see how that actually works in subsequent videos. So, I haven't got any budgets due this week, but I have a budget due next week, or actually 24th of November, which is a little while away. But essentially, I've got a training set of data sitting here so that we can demo the activity. So if I log into that training data, what I'm presented with is a standard budget pack. Now, this budget pack is by a department, and it is the training department. And inside the training department, we have the demo project. So when it comes to the budgeting system, no matter what budget pack you're in, it looks pretty much the same. You have your actions up the top here, your edit, your save changes, your drop down list for discard changes, any recalculations of data you want to do, setting the status of your budget activity in your pack as following. We have the demo forecast model at the moment over here. We have the ability to add over imports from Excel, which is in a later video. We have the budget details sitting over here. This allows us to understand what we're actually doing, what budget pack, what groups, what levels, the variables associated with that, so the ledgers and everything associated with the financials. We have our active tiles on the left-hand side. So we have our income component, we have our non-salary component, we have our salary component, and these are all our ledger account codes. We also have our budgeting and forecasting reporting so that we can see what our changes are doing to our budget numbers. We have attachments to the budget to allow us to add collateral to the budget to substantiate the activity. And we have payroll data, which is underlying data which supports the salary expense. So in a broad level, that's our basic functionality around budgeting.